Okay, it's Sunday, fun day. Gonna do a veggie garden report. You can see that the garden's been invaded by weeds. Okay, it's just like little tiny ground cover type weeds, and I'm going to clean out the garden real quick. I'm gonna use this hoe. I forget what they're called. I always call them a speed hoe. Stuff. This one's kind of bent. Kind of actuates back and forth a little bit when you move it. Anyways, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna slide it around and chop all these things up real quick, and then just rake it. You know, sometimes it gets them out by the roots, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. The big thing is like if you stay on it, it's not that big of a deal. Cucumbers coming in pretty well. You can see starting to twine a little bit into the trellis work. Zucchinis doing well. Okay. Bull beans. Some of them are touching the fence now, so that's good. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how slow everything seems to be going, but it seems like it's this way every year. You know, it's like no progress, no progress, no progress. Then all of a sudden, boom, it hits. So, you know, even the tomato plants, they don't look like they're doing a whole lot, but they are. Oh, got tomatoes on this one. Tomatoes. So anyways, I'm gonna time myself to see how long it takes to buzz through and kind of use that speed hoe, go real quick all over everything and kind of chop everything up, and then I'll rake it out and see what happens. All right, time myself. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you run the speed hoe through it. Again, I'd have to, I don't remember the name, Doug McMillan, who turned me on to this hoe. That sounds funny. Zach, he knows the name of it. It's named after a person. Anyways, you can see you just kind of run it over the surface. It cuts down sometimes a little bit, like right there. You can see I kind of dug down. It all depends on how deep you want to go with it. But I didn't do this box right here. Or right here, but I got everything, and it took me 25 minutes probably, and I'll go through and rake it kind of in some piles, and then I kind of go back through and kind of touch some spots up. So I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about, see if I can do this one-handed. So you just kind of run it back and forth like this, and it all depends on how much you want to get down in on it, you know. A lot of times on this type of stuff, I just kind of barely scratch the surface. I'm not really necessarily taking the roots out and all that stuff. I'm just cutting them off, raking them up. But if you do that, it's so fast that if you have to do it a couple times a week or once a week, it's not that big of a deal. Plus, just get rid of the weeds, just the looks of them, and it does wonders. You know, if you do it a few times, through the season, and the weeds really stay in check. And like I said, it's just so fast, and if you really want to do a thorough job, you know, you can really get down and dig deep, and it cuts the roots out and all that stuff. But you know, I use it for speed more than anything. Again, you know, if it's a flower bed that I'm only want to mess with one time and a mulch, yeah, hammer it deep. But and what I like is it's so small. You can get really close to the plants. These are bean plants here. And you don't want to get too close down to pull the roots out, you know. But on the plants, they're weedy. Let me see here. So I did that area. Let me grab my little rake real quick, and I'll show you what I mean by, you know, sometimes you got to go back through, touch it up and stuff. And again, it's just kind of just lightly drag it through here, kind of, and right? What a difference versus over there. You can see all the weeds here. So anyways, I'll give you an after shot once I rake everything up one time maybe, and then I'll go through and do a final touch up and then give you another shot. So alright. Okay, so now I'll do another quick little walkthrough. I did a rake job. I didn't pick up the piles yet, but so pretty much everything's been gone through the speed hoe thing, and it's not perfect by any means, don't get me wrong. There's still weeds here and there, but I'll tell you the amount, like you can see that's a pile. Here's my foot, so you can kind of see, you know, there's a pile of weeds, you know, and these are decent sized piles of weeds. And you can see just how much better it looks, even though, I mean, again, it's not perfect. And really, I'll go through and kind of go in between the plants real quick, you know, and try to weed those out. But what's that? 1, 2, 3 piles, 4 piles of weeds so far. And I don't know, I just get a big satisfaction of kind of having a nice open garden. Even though it's not perfect by any means. Another pile here. I got a couple tomato plants I need to put in here tonight. Sorry about the shadow. I'm going to turn around, but you see just what a difference. And then another big pile right here. Right here. I did get it in this box. I got to go back and kind of break it out so it looks nice. But just a big difference. And it probably, it took me an hour total so far. It normally doesn't take that long, but I've been out here for a week. I tried to do it several, but I'll take you a walk out here and let me come to the patch. Out here, me and Scout and buddy, we sprayed some weed killer in between the rows. I had them they had these big sheets of foam insulation, I guess. It was like the size of a sheet of plywood, like 4x8. I cut it in half, and then they kind of slid it along. I